Yes, I'm on the toilet. Whenever I go to the loo, the cat comes running in. She just runs in and runs around. Everyone comes to the toilet. Look, there's a wall. How good's that? It's been painted and sanded and it just makes such a difference. Seriously, but if you go behind, the wall, it's a friggin' nightmare. But that's okay. It's just that side's going to get jet rocked. And all the jet rock was already here, so it hasn't cost me anything in materials. All the metal was here. And yes, handyman Steve is just a friggin' legend. And it's just, Helen, my friend Helen suggested it. She was at the ceremony because it was just mess. You are crazy, hey? So it's just made such a difference. And then I went to the tip shop last week and got that rug, and there's a bit of carpet, and the TV's going to go up there, but it just feels like a house and not like each time I come in here I walk into a shed, which is mad. So I've got to take my car down to get a pink slip, which is a requirement here. So I just want to quickly show you my pumpkins. Look at those. They're friggin' cranking. And the horseradish, I bought these horseradish seeds, and they weren't horseradish, so I pulled them all out yesterday because they're rape. I'm sure they're rape. But anyway, these are my horseradishes that I've propagated myself. But I just looked at the video, and the last video I did was it peeing down with rain. So I have put a shelter over there, and the sheep do go in it. And I got 2 free chickens yesterday. The geese are in there now. Geese love hanging around in there. So I'm trying to get some free geese. That's one of the new chooks, pacing up and down. You've got to wait till after lunch before you come out. Yep. And look at this bitter melon. Just zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Look at it. Isn't that just the funkiest thing? Just appeared very quickly. So yes, I've got to go and take the car in, but I'll do another video. Finally got a lady's fingers banana. Woohoo! Yeah, I'll do another end of month video. Alright, gotta go. Bye. That could give rise to the word dog-tired. Hi, peeps. Okay, it's March, and March, well, I don't know, 10th or something, and look at the wall. It's a bit of a mess, but yeah, it's just made such a difference to the cat's attacking me as I'm going past. To everything, and dehydrators and all the herbs and everything's set up and getting sorted out, and still happy with the office. But I was going to video, but it was raining again. It's, I don't know, 7th of March, haven't videoed, been busy, just videoing a bit now, but it's raining, so not like the end of the last month's video, which I was just checking out, and that sort of ended abruptly. I just didn't get time after that because I've been busy and teaching and working, so yeah, have to check in soon, show you what's going down. Oh. It's the 16th of March. There hasn't been any videoing. I've had 6 workshops in 10 days and been travelling at least an hour to an hour and a half to each one and teaching. So I've been busy. But I'm in the garden. The garden's going off. That's an heirloom sweet potato. Remember those little cuttings? One of those is the normal orange sweet potato. This one here I think is that one that looks like a sweet potato, but it's like starchy in the middle. Anyway, that wasn't really why I got the video out. The camera out. I got it out because of this. I was just mulching and then I was going to do a video of what's happening in the garden. But look at the little mushrooms growing in the straw. Alright, well I'm going to keep mulching. I'm on a roll. I'm planting things out. I shall video later today. Over and out. There's little froggies in here. They need... Oh, that one's with legs. This morning there was a little froggy sitting on the log. Those guys over there have got legs. Oh, can't see. Can't see. Anyway, this is the garden. Pineapples, galangal, doing well. More galangal doing well there, and there's some garlic from Grand Pop that's coming back up. 2 rows of turmeric, the bananas, the mugwort and the raspberries. It's all sort of going off. And then, little thuya, I need to, so then there's a row of these down there. And there's a row of the true medicinal wormwood. I'm just going to take cuttings of those. The pecan's doing well, and I just showed you those before. That's the, well, not tree wormwood, but the Canary Island or Canary Island wormwood. The alpaca ate the jamble. Bless him. So that's this week's job, is to finish this here. I'm going to get rid of this mugwort and swap it for that other mugwort. But anyway, look, I took some little yarrow cuttings and they've all taken. And that's all rosemary along there. So we've got wormwood along there. And then rosemary going up there. I was playing around with some corn and wheat. So that's just got corn that was going to go to the chickens. Planted in there. See what happens with that. Right, I was filming yesterday and I never got back to it. And then in the evening I just chilled and watched the TV shows. Anyway, what was I showing you? I was showing you the lion's tail and the edging. So, I built these steps. So, what's happening in this bed? Probably too many dahlias. I've got to dig the dahlias out and put them somewhere else. Crazy cat on a pole. Now what are you going to do? Yeah, because there's too much. This is the yacon. That's that. It's very sweet. It's like a superfood that's very sweet and can be used
in smoothies and things like that, your cons. I'm just seeing what that does. A bit sniffly up. We've got the coronavirus going crazy, and of course I've got sniffles. Yesterday I started getting a bit of a sniffle. So that's it. Everyone's going to imagine that you're infected. But anyway, I took some garlic yesterday. So yeah, I've been pulling out these zucchinis because the zucchinis really need to go not in the beds, because I don't realise they get so big. And then they get really rotten, and if they're not in a place where they get moist, like in those beds, then they just rot. And these things are still going, so I might pull it out of that bed and make space for some other stuff, because I've got loads of veggie seeds, but to be honest I've got no beds to put them in. But really there's nothing functional in this bed apart from overgrown stuff. You know, like the lemongrass could probably go somewhere else now, and it was just chucking stuff in here, seeing as what's going to get established. What seems to be happening with all these pumpkins is they seem to be growing but not producing any flowering, but no fruit. So I don't know why that is. So this is the King Kang Kong. I lived off this stuff when I was in Thailand. I used to eat 7 cents a day it cost me to eat. And I'd buy a bunch of this, and I'd buy a bowl of sticky rice. Well, it actually wasn't in a bowl, it was wrapped up in a bit of coconut. And then that would be my food for the day. Sorry, I just pulled something out. And, yeah. Cat's coming in to investigate. So those are radishes, they seem to grow very well. They're carrots, kangkong. These are tatsui, and yeah, so these are actually doing really well. If we were doing cut greens, then they would work really well. So what's happening is I'm doing microgreens, Steve's sort of doing more deliveries, I'm sort of doing setup. I don't really want, I'm probably not the best for customer service and driving around. Oh, there's another trail. So he's sort of doing deliveries, and I'm sort of doing the initiating and growing and all that sort of stuff. So I'd love to be doing these fresh greens, but I actually need a health approved kitchen, which is the issue of what I haven't got. Just because you wash your vegetables or because you cut them and handle them, all of a sudden you have to have a health approved kitchen, so that's really the problem there. So other seeds I put in here, some of these came from the local Murbar seed collection place, but to be honest they weren't really that viable, most of them, except for the radish and the tatsoi, some of the rocket. So I've moved eggplants here, and I've moved these okras because they were in that top bed and they were just not doing well. I bought all these seeds from eBay, which were meant to be heritage types of onions. Isn't that right, Biscuit? And yeah, they didn't come up at all. Some are coming up here, but the rest of them, yeah, and these were Murbar seeds again, so again they just didn't come up. So I've just moved these here because they've sat up there, they've never produced anything or done anything, so I'm just sticking them in here. The citrus and the burdocks doing okay. That's the hibiscus that's growing. I think it's a hibiscus. There was 4 of those, but I think only one survived. There's another one there. So elder's starting. There's another one up there. My white sage died, but I did take a cutting. Well, my video's stopping. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, that was the passion fruit that are hanging too much. The bitter melon. This is the medicinal passion fruit. So I'll let that get a bit more established. So it'll be good to take some cuttings of that, you know, okay, because it's growing well here. That's hops.
So this is all the pumpkin. See, it's growing, but it's not producing any pumpkins that I can see. So it's all very good and looks very great, but it's not actually producing anything. So I put lettuce in there yesterday and I pulled some of this stuff out. So this is where the rhubarb was and the okra. There's still one eggplant in there. They're just not producing. Oh, there's beans, look. It's not producing because it's too... I don't get enough sun. Look, beans. I don't think I've ever grown a bean in my life. Well, I'm eating that bean. Oh, there's more. I'm growing beans. How exciting is that? We've grown beans before. So, yeah, there's just too much in here. There's zinnias and dahlias and there's more beans over there. I have to go and find them. So it's been so nice just picking your own food. But, oh, that's dirty radish. And that's a type of another spinach, perennial spinach. So yeah, and carrots in here, so I probably need to get in here and thin some of this stuff out. This is what I was doing yesterday. I spent most of the day in the garden. Horseradish going off. I pulled that other stuff out, it wasn't bloody horseradish. Someone on eBay selling me dodgy seeds. And the dog dug up the licorice. This is just really being a propagating bed, so again I'm just going to thin stuff out and take some of these bigger flowers now they're established. I mean, it looks beautiful. I just love these dahlias. Let's just seed them. I just love them. They're just so beautiful. I never had appreciation of flowers. I always thought they were a waste. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't have the water. But there's the white sage there. You know, I just broke that, so I should really take cuttings of it. That's the yarrow. So you know what I mean? I'm just pulling it out and putting it in places to let it grow. That was my teddy plant. I think the rest got in the mower. So yes, all these little bits at the side there are starting to take now. And yeah, it's just a case of getting in there and thinning some stuff out. But this broccolis and the cabbages, I just don't pull them out. I just leave them in here and then they just keep growing, like they just come back again. I just pick the tops of them off and eat it. So I'm getting pretty self-sufficient with greens and stuff like that. There's that comfrey in there. It's too buried. So I need to propagate that and put that out. And then this is the asparagus bed. So these are producing little ones here that I keep breaking off. Because I want energy to go into the, and then I can eat them. I want energy to go into the roots. I need bigger roots. And then Richard's bed's got loads of chives and all the cabbages in here, so I pulled one of the dahlias out because it was too big. But it's just got potatoes and cabbage which keeps coming back, and more dahlias and onions. So, and then I put the kale in here, and the tomatoes are going so mad. I just let them go mad. Now they're hanging over the edge. So these tommy toes just seem to grow all year round here. They just seem quite happy. quite yummy. So not really big tomatoes, but tomatoes. Look at the size of it. So the passion fruits, 4 that are there, 6 sorry. The oak tree's not looking very happy. But you know, I've also stuck another tomato here because there's too many. So these have put these up. So Y will run up there, and then the passion fruit will run up and down and through it. And this one is for the kiwi fruit. I'm probably going to chuck another 2 in there, because there's the other 2 piece, the hole's right down the end there. Get rid of some more of this shit. Okay, I'll show you the last bit. So I'm moving down here now. I call this the gates of heaven. Chickens have been scratching in here, the little buggers. The chickens aren't going into the top garden, but they're coming down here. Sorry. So I've put beans in there and I'm digging it out. There's peas in there. I'm going to dig it out and put a border in it. Honeysuckle, the lemongrass is doing good. So in here I've put loads of calendula and Californian poppy. This is where some of the dahlias are going. This passion fruit's taken now. So there'll just be vines all over it. There's some elder trees down there. And yeah, the beans are starting. Yeah. So that's good. So I'll probably keep doing the same thing. Just put a little edge on it. But you know, one day at a time. So that's the compost. It's basically straw, manure, grass. That's blue metal chips. Just really need to melt and keep making it up, really. The lawnmower clippings are always really good. Poo, grass, just layering, layer. So it really needs building up properly. So it really needs more greens and poos. This is all just a mess. Oh, look at that. That was all the pumpkins there. What happened to them? Why did that happen to them? Who did that? Anyway, so much to learn. Kitty's following us, aren't you, Biscuit? Plastic fell off. So these are basically the micros I should have planted yesterday, but just was tired. I worked 6 days out of 10. I just had to, wanted to do nothing. So these are the ones that are ready to go, basically. What are you doing up there? Huh? She still doesn't sit on your lap. She loves being outside. Yep, and that's all skull cap in there. So this is moringas, poincianas and frangipanis. And really that's about it. The dog's tied up because she's on heat and she won't stop running around. My other car's gone. My daughter bought it for a we love you long time price because I can't just afford to have 2 cars. It's just too expensive. So down to the 1 car. And stuff to clean and clear. Cat's having a good time. And I finally got to do some video. Hopefully we'll do some more. Just been working, really just working. And then working like yesterday all down the garden. Just to get it good. And then weeding all that shit as well, you know. Anyway, onward, upward. This is my little herb space. I've got a friend coming over. I've just been mixing up something I'm calling the Magnificent 13. Look. Doesn't look very exciting though, does it? Basically, it's immune boosting herbs. Anyway, so Australia's in lockdown with coronavirus. So I've had a bit of a windfall in the fact that my grandma gave me some money, and I went to go and look at a tractor yesterday, which I'm going to buy, and I can do this work. Yeah, because the micros of shops are shutting, restaurants are shutting, yeah, people are out of work, money's becoming an issue, teaching shut down. So yes, the world's gone crazy with coronavirus, and I'm making herbs and getting herbs in and out. And going to do some little courses on immune boosting at home, even though I've got a cold. Anyway, I don't have the coronavirus. Yeah, so I'm just sorting out herbs at the moment, and tractors and water tanks, and arranging to get some water tanks here, because while I've got the money, I'm buying what I need. There's solar power going on the shed. I've got a loan for that, to get solar power on the shed. That will take me 3 or 4 years to pay off, but it just means that I'm selling power back to the grid, so that will just pay itself off basically. So in regards to the garden, I was out all day yesterday driving. Monday's usually my video day. Yeah, so I've done another veggie bed down there, and that's been fixed, and there's a wire on top of there, and now there's a post hole digger coming. I can put those other things up easily. It's just going to make life so much easier, because I hand mowed. It was hand mowed and whippersnippered over there, but this thing's got a slasher. Yeah, it's a Chinese import, so it's not a Massey or anything like that, but it's little, it's 4-wheel drive, and it will suit here, so that should come this week. I will send you a picture of that. Apart from that, things are growing, herbs are coming in, herbs are going out. Plants are arriving today. Bought some bone set because of the coronavirus. Certain herbs have just can't get hold of them. So I'm trying to just grow and establish stuff here. It looks like if this keeps up for, I don't know, 3 to 4 months, 6 months, then I need to be selling at them farmers markets to support myself. So I'm lucky I have those options, because a lot of people don't. And yeah. Anyway, I'm getting back to my herbs. Now I've made my muddy mix. It doesn't look very exciting, but I'm just going to post it to the kids. Doesn't look very exciting at all, does it? Anyway, I'm going to finish sorting my jobs out and keep in touch. I'm going to pull it out. Oh, that's better than
Byron's favourites. Beans. All sorts of goodies. We have to say what they all are.
oh, there's tatsoi and some rocket and some spinach and some radish and some kale leaves and some tomatoes and some tatsoi, some limes and some Magnificent 13.
It's going to
herbs.
keep me alive.
And some blood tea and lung tea, and
And
that's her sniff splatter bomb.
Yes, yes. And some vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bounties. Thank you, Louise.
Off hiding into the undergrowth.
Yes.
So more bounties arrived today. There's some bone set, 3 eggs, and these are all different types of lettuces. So I've got seeds to plant, and it's now raining, and it's raining. Don't the flowers look beautiful? Right, get my wet weather gear on then, I suppose. It's lockdown. Everybody is locked down and at home. Just about, except for the essential services and things like that. Very interesting. See what happens. I'll give you a tour of my garden and keep you posted when I plant it. Right. I did it again. I do it every time. So this is the tractor. It needs a name, Bessie or something. It's got Luzon Hong on it. It's actually a Chinese import. It was built in 2016. It has a slasher, which is actually a very good slasher and was worth a bit. It's called a something slasher. I don't know what something it is. Anyway, so it's 6 years old. And yeah, Steve's helped me get it down in price, which is really good, and he's just doing something with the wheel on the moment. I don't know what's going on, but he's just playing around mechanically. Yes, kitty? Biscuit. 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 What are you doing, Biscuit? Hi, Biscuit. She's getting a bit more affectionate. So yeah, I gotta learn how to drive it. Thanks, Grandma. It's very good. With my little windfall that she's shared with me, and this is today's. I just love this. I'm so in love with this. This is my hot rod mower. I've never driven a ride on mower in my life. This one's got a little wind catcher and a little rev counter that doesn't work, I think, and then there's an exhaust. And look at that fin on the back. I just love this, and it's got a 14.5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton motor in it. No, I do know about motors. What do you reckon, Pepper? So yeah, the guy spent $600 trying to do it up, doing it, getting it mechanically working, and then he's just sold it. So $500, it's mine. Hey, Peps. So I can't wait to whiz around in this. He's even put like little other wheels on it, like putting 10 mags on it or whatever, for more aerodynamicness. So yeah, hi Peps. So apart from paying bills and solicitors and things like that, that's really just about that gone. I got this tree, $30 for propagating material. But all these here, except for the kiwi fruit, these are all butterfly plants. So I found a book, got a book. This one here is a bit hard to get hold of, so I'm going to see if I can start propagating it. And yeah, I'm really excited about all these butterfly plants, which are probably going to come more up here than putting them down there, because the alpacas will eat them, and this way I can keep an eye on them. Right, sorry Mother, I'm walking down the steps, which is better than falling down the steps. So I was just doing a little, this is the first bed that I made. Remember I put all these onions in, my granddad Peter? Look, something's eaten that. Who did that? Who does that? They just break the tops off. So yeah, all those onions didn't come up. There was goldhorn onions, they didn't come up. What happens if I just put the top back in? Stuff grows so crazily here. I'll just stick the top in and see what happens. These were meant to be bronze wing, Happy Valley seeds. Like, there's only those that have come up. A couple. And only a couple of these have come up. A dog bloody standing on them. So, yeah, I really wanted to have a go at growing onions, but not doing that very successfully. So I went to visit the microgreen person lady today, and I don't know if hardware shops are going to be shut down. Everything could be shut down. It could be almost like a real genuine lockdown. So I don't know. This is everything's written in the book here, but that's all different varieties of lettuce, because I need to know what types of lettuces grow here because it's so wet. Things rot easily. So these lettuces here they're not head ones, so that lettuces are either loose leaf, which you pick the loose leaf ones off. I didn't know this till last week. They're either loose leaf, so you pick the leaves off, or they head, which means they make a head like the lettuce that most people see, which is the iceberg, which is disgusting lettuce. It's not really lettuce. So yeah, it's no good growing anything with a head here because there's a cat in the bush, because they just rot. So loose leaf lettuces. So these are different varieties here that I've put in. Yeah, just different varieties that have gone in. That will come up. Some of these are coming up already. This is like, what day did I do it? Thursday. Don't even put your foots anywhere near that. Good girl. You're a good girl, Pepper. Hey? You can get out of it. Get out of it. She's already ruined my other bed. So yeah, that's all alfalfa. That's all oats. I'll just chuck some oats in there to see how they're going. But yeah, I don't know what to be doing really. These are corns that got put in there. Yarrows are coming up now. These are rosemaries. Where's the other one? Get your foot off it. Yeah, all the yarrows are there coming up. Yeah. So, I'm going to probably have a chat with you about this coronavirus later. Look at the dahlias, they're all this colour. So the ones I got off Greg are all this colour. This is a real bummer from a colour point of view, because some different colours would have been good. But anyway, they're so beautiful, and they'll just keep coming back each year. Alright, I'm going to do some stuff. I'm going to plant some of those plants, I imagine. Right, everything here's out my... Oh, I said it again. Everything here's out the garden. Zucchini, tomato, I'm just about to get some beans, rocket, that's tatsoi, cabbage leaves, broccoli, silver beet, all out the garden. Everything's out the garden. This whole meal, salad, and I've been doing this for a few weeks now, and yeah, planted lots of stuff because the world's going on lockdown. Anyway, see you, bye. So it's the end of the month. Thought I'd do a quick scoot around. I bought a load of butterfly plants, and they've been here like 2-3 days, and already the butterflies are jumping around. I can see them, so that's really, really exciting. There's heaps of butterflies. Maybe I should show you the butterflies. You probably can't see. So yeah, that's my pineapple. There's one there. There's one in there, you probably can't see. There's another one next to it. There's two there, 1, 2. There's one over there. So I don't know, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 survive. I think I put 8 or 9 in. It's pretty good odds. The rainwater tank's going to be coming here, so that's got to be cleared. And I've got to move Acacia's little cacti bed that we made together. So it's probably going to go the other side anyway. It's probably going to get more sun there. So that's got to be moved. The mummy sheep are still away. I'm really just about, once I've whippersnippered this, I'm about ready to start moving down there because I'm almost done all I can do up here. Like I can't really plant anymore because these trees are going to get big. I just put an olive in here, but I've just sort of squished it in because like the mulberry there is going to get really big. Oh, if I can focus on the mulberry. And the pecan down there is going to get really big too. If I can focus on the pecan. Where is the pecan? Anyway, you'll see. And the raspberries are going crazy. They need more height. So I'm discovering that these things need more height. Like they need to be higher. So I'm just about to go around and bash in some big, tall posts and go out. Because all those raspberries there want to go high. Hi Pips. Pips sit in the sun. See this passion fruit? Like it's got a higher bit on it now, but it still wants to go higher. Like it's still looking for more height. And yeah, there's a pumpkin coming. Yay! So I don't think they're being pollinated. So I was tickling them the other day with feathers, like my granddad did. Yeah, just giving them a tickle and seeing what that does. Well, I've got heaps of beans in there. Everything's like so dense in there. So I really feel like I've had a experience of the seasons, and probably all experiences I could have here. So just getting to know that there's going to be months for cuttings and propagating and months for not. But it's really beautiful seeing all the dahlias flowering, but most of them are the same colour. But anyway, that's okay. And these are zinnias for the bees. Might harvest some of this. Decide if I'm going to do a bit of a market on Wednesday. Oh no, that's me putting the tatsoi in there. Because they can be just trimmed down and then they'll keep growing back, that's the aim. But yes. And I'm thinning out space out of this because everything's too big. I'm putting all the brassicas in here. This is a cabbage that's been in there, I don't know, probably 9, 10 months. Anyway, Richard put it in there. But I just keep cutting the heads off it. They keep growing new heads. So same with the broccoli here. You just trim it off and then it just grows back up again. So they've been transplanted, so they're not happy. But I'm just going to keep cutting them back and letting them grow. They can just stay for as long as they want to stay. The tractors and all the machines are parked up. It's got to have a bearing or something on the wheel. And then it's just getting time when I can get assistants to help me do that. But that's a butterfly plant. So there's 4 kiwi fruits there. Now I'm going to put another passion fruit in there and have maybe 5 or 6 in there. But I will show you the other ones. Right, there are 4 types of hibiscus there. That one's actually going to go very tall. I saw one yesterday after I put it in there, but anyway, it's a bit late now. I might top it. So I'm going to use these as propagating material. And there's another type of hibiscus. So there's 3 species there that I can propagate from. There's 3 elders there. You can't see, grass is too long. It's all got to be mowed today. But on my gates to heaven, so this here is going to be, I'm going to put all the skull cap in here and stuff that I'm going to propagate seriously, like perennials. But the tractor's going to come in and move stuff and tidy things up, and so that will be tidied up. But the little honeysuckles here are growing well. As soon as you put stuff in the ground here, they just take off. Honeysuckles are all about the vibration of homesickness. Feeling homesick. And lemongrass at the end. So there's 2 of those there. They'll start making their way up. Transplanted some of these. Can't see because I'm the wrong way. So that's a red wing butterfly vine. So I've got 2 small ones. It actually grows in a host tree, so I've got to see what that is before I transplant it. And then there's a yacon. But yeah, I'm just going to put a bed all the way around this and get some beautiful flowers, and the passion fruit's taking off, which is cool. Starting again, it's reaching up, reaching high. You can climb all the way up there. And the beans are starting. So yeah, this is all going to be dug out and then boarded off and then turned into flower beds or whatever. So I've got to dig the other side out, but it's pretty heavy going. Anyway, compost is doing well. Don't know what's happening with the micros because the restaurants have all shut down. Cats jumping in the oven. She loves it outside. She's great with cockroaches. I tell you, since she's been here, she eats all them cockroaches. Don't you, Biscuit? Okay, so that's the compost. I'm not going to put any preps in there until I get it higher, a bit more higher. So my limiting factor is poo. And yeah, poo, and I've only got 2 more bales of straw mulch left. I don't know if I can get any more because everything's shut down and we're on limited blah blah. So I did a YouTube video yesterday about it, but I haven't posted it yet because I don't know, it's crazy. So yeah, not sure what we're going to do with these. Maybe take them to market. Because yep. Don't know. I think I'm just going to keep propagating. Look, I propagated a tomato. How well did I do that? Alright, I'm going to put big posts next to those kiwi fruits and train them and see if they're happier climbing up. Seeing as I have a feeling that things are happier when they're going up. Right, this is my experiment. It wasn't the last video. This is probably the last video. So I'm seeing if the kiwis are happy going up, because these things like to go up. So this is the male, and then there's 3 females. But now I fiddle around with them, they're quite different. Like this is the leaves are closer together, they're more rounder, stiffer. Female's got a more pointed leaf. See the point on the end? Thinner. More space in between the nodes and the internodes. So yeah, should really grow from cuttings. I'll probably use this for propagating material as well. So anyway, I've winded him up, her up. Let's see what happens in a few weeks. Seeing as stuff grows so well here. Anyway, I've got herb orders to do and needs mowing.